This is Andy Matthews with Meeple Mountain, and we're here with Amber from Asmodee Digital, who's going to be telling us about some of their new titles coming up. What can you tell us, Amber?
We have a lot of good announcements this week. Some of the next things that we have coming out are Ticket to Ride First Journey and Carcassonne and Smash Up. So those are 3 that we've got coming out in the next couple months, which we're really excited about. We also are making some new announcements this week about games that we've just signed that are under development now. And some of those include Catan Stories, which is a text adventure game based in the Catan universe. We've got Milborn, which is a classic French game that I think a lot of people are familiar with.
I have to say, that is one of my favorite games from growing up. I have fond memories of playing that with my parents, so that's super exciting for me.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I think I said that we were doing Smash Up. So AEG's game, that was on Steam for pre-release last year, and we're bringing it to mobile. We're helping Nomad Games bring that to mobile, so we're very excited about that one.
Are you also going to be offering expansion packs as you go along to match up?
I hope so.
All right, love it.
Which expansions packs would you like to see?
Any of them, all of them, right?
Yeah, I'm looking for the prettiest princess pack. Yeah.
That was one of the first ones I bought.
Yeah. We've got Zombicide that we're working on, so we're doing that with Simon, which is an exciting one. We're also working on a freemium version of Bananagrams with the folks from Bananagrams, so that's one that's been under development for a while now, and we're just starting to press into soft launch. And then I mentioned Scythe earlier. We're doing Scythe. That's coming just to Steam, not to mobile. It's a little too much for mobile.
Totally.
And Terraforming Mars.
Well, that's pretty exciting. We have some of our writers are super huge Terraforming Mars fans, so that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about your relationship with some of these other publishers? How are you working on licensing deals or that sort of thing? Yeah,
so we are pretty excited to have a very round catalog. So we have something for every type of gamer. So you can see with Bananagrams, we have something for the casual gamer, and with Terraforming Mars, something for a more advanced gamer, someone who really likes to dig in and be strategic with their gaming. So we look far and wide between our studios internally and then also external studios we work with as third parties. So if we see a title that we think would be interesting and they're open to having it developed for digital, then we talk to them and figure out if we can make something work. And sometimes they've already got games in digital development. So for example, Scythe was already under development with Knights of Unity, and we're working to help them get it out to more people and distributing it so that it can be exposed to our player base.
I love that you're using Asmodee Digital as a platform to help gaming in general and not just Asmodee titles.
Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, it's nice to be able to kind of give something to everybody and every type of gamer. I think the publishing side has that ability too now. But,
I like it.
Yeah, it's great.
Well, can you tell us anything else? Any other little tidbits?
That's a lot. We do have Pathfinder Adventures that came out it was already out, but we're working with Obsidian to distribute it, and we just had Rise of the Goblins as released for them. Spotted is out for freemium, which is really exciting. And Jaipur came out about a month or 2 ago.
Yep.
And we're continuing to release expansions for Oniren, which we talked about, which is a really fun solitaire game. And the original boxed game came with 7 expansions, so we're slowly releasing each one and seeing how people react to them.
Yeah, Oniren is excellent. It's one of my favorite apps for the iPhone.
Yeah, it's great. Good playing game for when you're flying home from Gen Con.
Absolutely. Can you tell me just a little bit about how do you decide whether or not to do Android, iOS, or is it versus Steam?
I don't actually know all the details about how we figure all that stuff out. Usually we're doing Android and iOS at the same time. I think we develop them in sync with each other. Steam games, I think, it just depends on the title. Steam games are a little bit easier to do with some like with Scythe. We can't really format that for a mobile game.
No,
even for an iPad, it's going to be very crowded. So it's coming out on Steam, and then I guess if they were able to figure out a way to like zoom the screen in and out, so they're doing that for Zombicide, but it's not as easy to do that if you're not moving around in the game. So if you have just a sort of a flat board like you do with Scythe, it's a little more challenging to develop that for mobile.
With Zombicide, are you going to be offering in-app purchases for some of the extra monsters that came with the Kickstarter versions at all?
We haven't released any of that information yet, but I hope so.
Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, very cool. Thanks so much for spending time with us, and looking forward to your big announcements on Friday. We'll have links to all of this information in the description below.